Okay, here we are with Norris, and Norris, thank you very much to be with us with POA Investimentos Agrolink. We're very happy to have you. And actually, we would like to know about your experience here in Brazil before, and tell us about.
Okay. Thank you, Gilda. I'm pleased to be here. I have been to Brazil a number of times. I apologize, I still do not have very good Portuguese.
No problem at all.
I am a beef cattle producer from Western Canada, the province of Alberta. I produce purebred shorthorn cattle. I was first invited to Brazil when I was the president of the Canadian Beef Breeds Council. The Breed Council represents all breeds of beef cattle in Canada, and we do promotion and contact other markets, especially markets like Brazil that have used many genetics from Canada. So in 2003 I was the president, and in 2003 BSE came to Canada. So all markets were closed, and I was invited to come and speak in Sao Paulo at Bicorte with regard to what had happened to our cattle business and our markets and our producers when all markets were closed for us for BSE. The disease had very little effect on farmers or production. It was a very isolated thing. But the market impact was huge because Canada is a very small population in a very large country. So we are exporters of many things, not the least of which are beef products. So export markets and the way we access them is extremely important to us. So we needed to come and explain that to other parts of the world, other producers in the world, other trading partners. Brazil has and continues to buy many genetics from Canada as well as other products. So a very important market for us. So over the years now I've had opportunity to return. Canadians are treated very, very well in Brazil. They're very, very comfortable here and make us want to come back. So it is most interesting to come to a place like Porto Alegre for Pointer. You have a great show here, great livestock, very good displays of livestock, high quality animals that are very useful, very functional in what they do and the way you use them. And it's refreshing to see how you people breed cattle and produce cattle, the processes you use, the volume that you do it in. Many producers here are very large compared to Canadian purebred producers. So it's very interesting for us. What is the difference when we change from cattle to meat is you have a huge domestic market and an export market. We have a very small domestic market, and we rely hugely on our exports.
Exactly. So, you export, how is the number?
Approximately 70% of our beef production is exported. So, going back to when BSE closed all markets, our price collapsed because we could not begin to consume or use the product that we were producing. So it was devastating for our producers from a market perspective. So we are still in the processes of recovering from that. So many things have changed in the way we do business, and what we have to do to be profitable and to get to next year, so to say. We already would be known as probably not a low-cost producer. We finish our cattle on a barley ration, which of course is more expensive than the grass feeding that's done here. We also have a much more intense winter time than you enjoy in this part of the world. So we do need to feed our cattle in the winter time. That's done with a silage, barley type silage or forage, or hay, and perhaps supplemented with low quality or low priced grain. We have to do different things. We have to, for example, to have water for our cows, it needs to be 8 feet underground. Then when it comes up, it has to be heated at the surface.
Right, because it will freeze.
Yes.
Yeah,
so we have, in wintertime, high electric costs.
Actually, how many months do you have to deal with this weather?
The intense weather will be from December through March, but may come in November and may stay through April. So can be long.
And what do you do with the soybean and with the rest?
For us, our crops are hard wheat and barley, some corn for silage or feed, no soybeans, but we have canola, which is an oil seed somewhat related to soybeans. So those are our primary grain crops. So we will salvage the straw from the wheat and barley and use that for more bedding. So to winter the cattle, we will make beds of straw for them to sleep in. Our cattle adapt very willingly to the cold air, but they dislike the wind. And so we need to provide some kind of wind protection. That may be trees, or we will build wind fences to break the wind.
And how expensive is that?
It's what you have to do. That's right. But yes, it all adds to our costs overall.
Exactly.
Yes. We have, on the other hand, we have enjoyed, I think, in the world, a premium for our grain-fed beef. We are very close to the United States, so to access the high value in their market has been traditionally something we can do. Since BSE, what we have to do to prove our animals are safe and our meat is safe, we have to do more regulatory testing and measures behind the scenes, which translate down to increased cost for the basic producer. So those things have all increased our cost while we have regained our market accesses slowly in the world.
Slowly go back to the...
Yes, the United States has been very good about reopening their market very quickly to us, but like I said, we have increased costs to continue to do that. So it's proven very challenging for our producers, but it is what they